You can see that beautiful fence over in turns 1 and 2 and all the way around the Mini E Raceway. Looking for a quote? Look no further than empire-fence.com, all online at empire-fence.com. Cars making their way down the back stretch for Nebraska Lottery Modified Heat Race number 1. Caden Murray and Kyle Kimball down there in the flag stand tonight. Green flag in hand, ready to give that thing a shake like Neil McCoy. That's a song reference.
Well, we all love the shake, and we're going to do it as we go through turns 1 and 2. Saddle's going to look to the low side and try to come around Payne on the inside. Hits the high side, gets the drive, and gets the second spot as they go through turns 3 and 4.
In the meantime, the A-Train is one fast bullet through down the front straightaway. The lead goes to Dustin Anderson. Sean Harker seemed to take the third spot away from Reed Payne. The Shark not wasting any time. He smells blood in the water, and it starts with the 96J of Johnny the Jet Sadoff. A-Train leads him into 1. Sadoff liking the high line in the 96J. Sean Harker tries it a little bit lower in the 40. Behind those two, you've got a great battle for 4th and 5th between Terry Hurt and Reed Payne. Give the spot to Terry Hurt off of corner number 4 as the A-Train continues to lead the station.
Anderson, your race leader, as we had a little bit of gaggle up in turns 1 and 2, but they're able to keep it going. We stay clean and green. We may have a battle for the second spot, shaping up as Sean the Shark Harker makes his way to find off the jet of Johnny Sadoff through turns 1 and 2. Harker has to tuck up into the tail of the 96 of Sadoff as he drives it into turns 3 and 4. They ride about the same length. He's trying to find his way around the 96J.
You know, there's a really nice cushion developing on both ends of this racetrack. I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen the modified guys start to really take a challenge, try and bump that cush up just a little higher. A-Train Dustin Anderson's going to lead him by with 4 to go this time. Johnny the Jet Sadoff hanging on to second. Where did Terry Hurt come from to seal off the third spot and close to the bumper of Sadoff down the back straightaway? Here we go. A-Train still leading. Terry Hurt taking a Hail Mary to the low side of 3 and 4. Not going to be enough this time by Johnny the Jet's going to hang on to it with 3 to go.
As Johnny the Jet Sadoff and Sean Harker were having a nice little battle, here comes Terry Hurt, says, I want to play as well. Battling for the second spot, down to the inside. Sadoff holds him off another lap. A-Train, Anderson leading us well out ahead of your battle for the second place spot. Down the back straightaway they go. Sadoff gets the run off the high side, drives away from Hurt, but Hurt's going to drive it down deep into turn number 3. And off of turn number 4 to the white flag is Anderson.
1 lap to go for the A-Train. Dustin Anderson in the 8A making it look like a smooth, right as I started talking about it, yellow out for debris.
I spy a spun car in turn number 2. That is Hunter Weber. Hunter Weber around in turn 2 brings out the yellow flag. It looks like we might need to give him a push. Push trucks making their way over. So is the Auto Connection tow crew.
Reminder, race fans, 1 and done for spins or accidents in the heat race. That's called the Lone Ranger rule. It's been around, since Jesus was a June bug. Been a long time rule. 1 spin in the heat race, 2 spins in feature action, and you're done. That is the Lone Ranger.
As they fly down the front stretch past that cone on by the flag stand, they have to stay single file as they go past the flag stand. Then it's on for racing. As they go through turns 3 and 4, Terry Hurt making his way to battle for second as the white flag comes out. But here comes the 3T of Thompson, passing Sean Harker for that spot. Down the back stretch they go. Anderson wasting no time, says, I got to finish up this heat race. Coming off of turn number 4, it's going to be Anderson taking home the checkers.
Dustin Anderson picks him up and puts him down for Nebraska Lottery Heat Race number 1. Johnny the Jet Sadoff's going to bring it home in the second spot. Terry Hurt rounding out your top 3. And Nate Thompson brings it home in the 4th spot to round out your top 4 for Nebraska Lottery Modified Heat Race number 1.
The 1Z needing a push to start the car, so he is penalized to start from the back. Rule state, car has to start on your own. If you have to have a push, you're going to start from the back. That moves Jackson Sadoff to the outside of the front row, and off of turn number 4, we see the green flag fly. We're back to racing.
Dieterding sets the pace off of 4 and down the front stretch, and tough break is an immediate spin for the 13J. He gets it off the racetrack, and we all stay clean and green. Holy cow, how did that work out? So your top 2 right now coming off corner number 4 is going to be the Junior Jet leading them down. Bob Zobek hanging on to the second spot in the 5 machine. Mike Densberger and Anthony Roth from the back to a battle for the 3rd spot down the back straightaway. Roth down low, Densberger up high in the McDonald's-sponsored 81 car off of the corner. Roth had the advantage down the front straightaway, but at the flag stand, it's Mike Densberger hanging on to it. Dugan, look at the battle shaping up for the lead down the backstretch.
Shaping up, it's already almost settled out as the 5S of Zobek takes over the race lead from Jackson Sadoff. Sadoff looking like he's got a little blow by coming from the engine and the headers. That's nothing doing too bad unless the smoke starts picking up more, which he might as Zobek jumps the cushion. Here comes Roth to the inside. He's going to look for 2nd spot from the 96 of Jackson Sadoff.
I was just talking last heat race about how nice that cushion's starting to come in. Bob Zobek, one of the old timers, not afraid of the high line, not afraid to knock that cushion down as Zobek breezes by the lap traffic of Jared Dieterding. We've got a caution out over in turn 3. Let's see what we've got.
Debris flying off the 13 of Dieterding. As he came through turns 3 and 4, I saw that sail panel come flying off the car. I'm like, well, we're going to the yellow for that.
Man, tough break for Jared Dieterding. This heat race has just been playing him hell since the beginning of lap 1. I didn't exactly see how that spin occurred, but potential issues for the 13J. So your rundown's going to go like this. The 5S of Bob Zobek holding down the top spot. Jackson Sadoff rides in 2nd. Anthony Roth 3rd. Mike Densberger in 4th.
Moms, if you still have your tickets you got in the gate, the vendors are going to stick around a little bit later here and give you a chance to go get some stuff over in the courtyard. Green flag back out as Zobek's going to lead us down into turn number 1. Jackson set off more smoke up. That's tire rub. He's got tire rub coming on the 96 of Jackson Sadoff. Left rear is got time left on it. As they come off of turn number 4, Zobek going to lead us back another lap. Roth now has to battle with Densberger down to the inside, but he might have 2nd up in the bags if the left rear of Sadoff. The time is ticking on that one. It doesn't have a whole lot left to go. As the body rubs up against the left rear of Sadoff, as you can smell the burning rubber. What a sweet smell as we go through turns 1 and 2. Roth charging for the 2nd spot.
What a sweet smell. What a sweet battle for 2nd. Zobek checked out on the field. Roth is going to steal the 2nd spot away from Jackson Sadoff. The 96 machine hanging on. The tire may not be. He may be riding around with a flat.
The left rear is flat on the 96. Time has expired for the left rear of Jackson Sadoff. 2 laps to go, though, for Zobek. He jumps the cushion. Zobek jumps the cushion. That might be the break that Roth needs. As they come down the backstretch, Zobek was able to grab it back up and catch the gear and keep on going. Sadoff gets off the track, clears it for us. Thank you, Sadoff. Through turns 1 and 2, one last time. Zobek slides up, but all for no troubles at all. Through turns 3 and 4, Zobek's going to look to the checker flag and take home heat race number 2. 2nd is going to go to Anthony Roth in the 64. 3rd to Mike Densberger, and 5th or 4th will go to Holman, and top 5 rounded out by Ziegenbein.
3A of Aaron Pellet is outside the 4B of Brandon Verbeek. Inside row number 3 is going to be the 18W of Cole Wayman. It is outside the 8C of Chad Anderson. And starting shotgun on the field, the 09B of Brett Berry. And of course, with me looking down at my lineups, I didn't realize I had have a lap to do this.
Well, we're going to see the green flag wave off of turn number 4. Stopek leads us into turn number 1. Stopek was on a charge last night at Crawford, and he's going to try and make up for the hardship he had as he goes through turns 3 and 4 with the lead, jumps into the cushion, gets the drive. He's going to lead lap number 1. 3 wide for the second spot as they charge into turn number 1.
3 wide, nearly 4 wide that last lap by. You've got Sean Manning in the X52 on the high side. He's going to seal second spot as the battle continues to shape up for the third spot. You've got the 18W of Cole Wayman on the bottom side and the 3A of Aaron Pella up top for the second. Give the spot to Wayman.
Spot to Wayman for heat race number 3. Spot number 3, Stopek jumps the cushion down the front straightaway. Stopek, you got the race lead, just drive the line you got and hope for the best. Coming off of turn number 2, he's able to get a good drive down the backstretch, but Wayman's on the charge, looking for second for the 52 of Manning.
Sean Manning and Cole Wayman going at it off of corner number 4. Manning's going to hang on to it this time by Pella. Holds on to the 4th spot with a hard charging Chad Anderson knocking on the bottom side.
Stopek jumped the cushion once again off of turn number 2. Dives it deep, almost loses it as a cross over the nose of Wayman. Stopek is doing everything he can to try and hold that car steady for a heat race win. Up to the cushion he goes. It's going to be a 3-car dance down the backstretch.
What a battle for the lead. 3 wide into corner number 3. This time by the flag stand. It's going to be 4 laps to go with a 2-car battle. Stopek hangs on to it for right now. Cole Wayman seals the deal on the second spot and tries to drive hard off the low side. Drag race down the back straightaway. Stopek really liking that high line. Wayman likes it down low. Who's it going to be off of 4 for 3 laps to go? Give the lead to Cole Wayman.
You live by the high side, die by the high side. Stopek jumped the cushion off of turn number 4 again and give the lead to Wayman. Wayman, now your race leader. We got a 3-car tussle for third, and that's catching the second spot of Rodney Stopek. A 3-car battle about to be a 4-car battle for second.
Brett Berry really making the low line work. He's taking the Cole Wayman way around. As they go through 3 and 4, Chad Anderson high, Brett Berry low. Stopek hanging on. He's going to have the second spot, but he's only going to have 1 more lap to defend it as Brett Berry continues to try on the low side.
Through turns 3 and 4 they go. Heat race win's going to go to Cole Wayman, but who's going to take home second? Off of turn number 4, Brett Berry takes home the second spot. Stopek hangs on for third over the 8C of Anderson. Top 5 rounded out by the 3A of Pella. Wow.
A lot of excitement in these early heat races. It takes your breath away.
You're telling me. I don't announce on a regular basis. Inside row number 1, we see the 3J of Jeremy Baker as the IMCA Modifieds come out here. Outside, we see Jeremy Ditterding. It's going to be Verbeek, Payne, Sadoff, Manning, and Weber. Your field as we take the green.
Green flags out. Jeremy Baker dives that 3J machine into the low side of corner number 1. He's going to lead the field down as he's got a hornet's nest shaping up behind him. Through 3 and 4, good battle shaping up behind the leader. Jeremy Baker's going to lead the first lap. Holding off Jared Dieterding in the second spot. Jackson Sadoff mounts a challenge, gets around the 12 machine of Reed Payne and sets his sights on the Ringer Dinger Jr. down the back straightaway. Jackson Sadoff down low, Jared Dieterding up high. Jeremy Baker leads another one as Jackson Sadoff seals off the second spot.
Jackson Sadoff sealing off the second spot, but wants more as he drives it down the back straightaway. We're going to have a battle for the race lead as we go through turns 3 and 4. Top 5 moving on, so the battle for the transfer is currently between Manning and Payne as they come down the front straightaway. Battle for the race lead. Sadoff to the inside. Baker to the outside. Down the backstretch. High side runs coming, but it's not going to be enough. Sadoff's going to take over the lead in 3.
Sadoff, Baker out front. Good battle for third and fourth as Verbeek's going to steal the third spot away from Jared Dieterding. Reed Payne trying to set his sights on the low side of Dieterding as well. Wants to seal off the top 4. Top 5 cars moving on to the A main. This time by, it's going to be 5 laps to go for the junior jet. Jackson Sadoff, Jeremy Baker, Brandon Verbeek, Reed Payne, and Jared Dieterding rounding out your top 5. Some competition trying to catch up to the back bumper of the 13J machine. Sean Manning outside looking in as Jackson Sadoff clicks off another lap.
Jackson Sadoff, your race leader, as we got a battle for the third spot between Payne and Verbeek. That's a battle ahead of your final transfer spots, which the battle for the final transfer spot is also hot and heavy. That's going to be between Dieterding and Manning. Those two cars are battling for who goes home. Through turns 1 and 2 they go. Payne still looking to the inside of Verbeek, but Verbeek's going to get the run on the high side, is able to drive around Payne, gets that position. Payne's going to mount another charge back on the inside, but look at the battle for the transfer spot. Manning looking to make the A.
Sean Manning, a longtime competitor in an awful lot of classes throughout the area. Jared Dieterding, second generation runner. His dad won a lot of features out here, and they are both showing a stacked battle throughout this field as the field rolls by with 1 lap to go as the battle for the final transfer spot rages on. Manning down low, Dieterding up high. In the meantime, rolling through corner number 3 and off of corner number 4. Your winner will be the Junior Jet, Jackson Sadoff. Bringing it home in the second spot, Jeremy Baker. Third's gonna go to Brandon Verbeek. Fourth to Reed Payne, and at the last second across the line, the X52 of Sean Manning with your 5th and final transfer spot. Race fans, before we get into your next B feature, we have a very special guest in the house tonight, Mr. Tom Belsky, enjoying some races. 2 years ago today, some of you may remember, Tom Belsky had a very scary accident over in corner number 1. It's been a long road of rehabilitation for Tom, and it is so great to see him back out at the racetrack, enjoying the sport that he so much loves. Give Tom Belsky a round of applause.
We got 1 lap of pacing, and then we're going to turn it all loose. The engines are going to come to life out of turn number 4 next time by. Down the back straightaway, Rodney Stopek, Dustin Anderson through turns 3 and 4. Ladies and gentlemen, we're born to be wild here at the Eagle Raceway. Green flag is out. We are racing in the modifieds. And no, we're not. Race fans, we are not going racing in the modifieds.
Not this time.
Take 2. Quick, take a drink here, fans, as we come through turns 3 and 4. That's a complete restart. Now off of turn number 4. Let's go racing!
Time to turn up the juice and cut the damn thing loose. Your Nebraska Lottery IMCA Modifieds flying at you this way. Great battle for the lead. Early in this feature event, the 81 of Mike Densberger trying to close the door, trying to seal the deal on the A train. Dustin Anderson's going to lead lap number 1. Mike Densberger holding down the second spot. And how about Johnny the Jet Sadoff in third, trying to make that high line work in the 96J.
Zobek also trying to make the highlight work as he was trying to get on the outside of Rodney Stopek. He's going to look to the high side, cross it over, diving down to the inside of 1RS. Zobek takes over the spot from Stopek.
How about Bob Zobek? Hard charger from the old man in the 5S as Cole Wayman and Rodney Stopek get together. Meanwhile, up towards the front, Dustin Anderson's going to lead another lap. Mike Densberger is getting a challenge on the outside from the 96J. The Jet trying to take flight on the second spot.
Down the back straightaway, the leader is all on his lonesome for the time being, but all he needs is a little takeoff room as he cuts to the inside, dives it down low, a little low flying pass for the Jet. Johnny Sadoff drives it into turn number 1. The 81 of Densberger hits the high side, gets the run, tries to catch back up, but is not going to do it here as Sadoff runs on the low side. Off of turn number 4, it's going to be Sadoff taking over the second place spot.
Dustin Anderson out for a Cadillac cruise on this Saturday night. With that 8A machine, Johnny the Jet has firmly held down the second spot. Now you've got the challenge from the 24T. Terry Hurt tries to challenge on the bottom side, gets around Mike Densberger off of corner number 4, gives the third spot to Hurt, the fourth spot to Densberger, and a hard charging Clint Holman battling with Bob Zobek back there for your 5th and 6th spot.
Your leader all on his own for the time being, but how long is that going to last? As here comes Johnny the Jet Sadoff in the second spot, chasing him down. Third going to Terry Hurt, and we got a battle for the 5th spot, shaping up between the 27 at Holman and Bob Zobek. Zobek ripping the left, hitting the high side, down the back straightaway. He's got the 5th spot. Through turns 3 and 4, Zobek's not going to stop there. He's knocking on the back door. Mike Densberger, look out, you got company. And the number 5B of Bob Zobek driving down the backstretch, the 5S of Zobek through turns 3 and 4, hitting the high side once again. He's found something to his liking. He's going to try and get that 4th spot, and he will this time by give 4th to Zobek.
Great battle for the 4th spot as they continue to make their way, not only trying to get around one another, but trying to catch up to 3rd place running Terry Hurt in the 24T. Terry Hurt found a lot of momentum off of the bottom side through 3 and 4. He's trying to close the gap on 2nd place running Johnny Sadoff, and he continues to get closer off of turn number 2. This time, Johnny the Jet with good straightaway speed. But in the meantime, off of corner number 4, Dustin Anderson is going to lead another one. 10 laps to go for your Nebraska Lottery Modified.
Sparks fly off the 5S of Zobek as he is railing the high side around the Eagle Raceway. He's found something to his liking on the high banks here tonight, and here comes Hurt to slam the door. Crossing over to the left side, Zobek to the inside. Battle for 3rd is on. Hurt slams the door, holds him down to the low side. Zobek has to get the drive. Digs it down deep, gets to the inside, has the tuck tail, whips to the high side. Here comes Zobek, ripping the lip around the outside, has to build the momentum. Still holding on to the 4th spot is Terry Hurt, the 24.
6 laps to go for the A train. Dustin Anderson.
Battle for the race lead, shaping up his lap traffic in front of your race leader. Anderson has a checkup. Here comes Sadoff. They're racing side by side right in front of your race leaders. Hitting the high side, Anderson's gonna have to make it a 3-wide situation. Through turns 3 and 4. Not quite clear of pain just yet. Now he's clear. Now Johnny Sadoff has to battle the lap traffic.
Johnny's going to have to try and get around these lap cars, but even in doing so, he's only about 2 car lengths off of your leader, Dustin Anderson. About 6 car lengths back to 3rd place running Terry Hurt. Terry Hurt gets the pass pulled on him. Bob Zobek's going to take the 3rd spot away.
Through turns 1 and 2 they go once again. It's going to be Anderson to the high side, Johnny down to the low side, into turns 3 and 4. Same verse, second verse, same as the first, down the front straightaway to go. Anderson comes down, has lap traffic ahead of him, and here comes Zobek. Battling through turns 1 and 2. Battle for the race lead is on.
Johnny the Jet Sadoff takes it to the low side of Dustin Anderson. The field rolls into turn 3 and 4. You've got a lapper on the high side trying to get around him. Oh, Rodney Snowpeck makes it interesting for your leaders. Dustin Anderson's going to hang on to it. 2 laps to go, but it's not done yet. Dustin Anderson, Johnny Sadoff, Terry Hurt trying to seal the deal as Caden Murray brings the white flag in hand for Dustin Anderson. Take us home, Dugan.
Are you kidding me? Lap traffic gets in the way of the race leaders. Stacks up 1 and 2, and around the outside goes the 5S of Bob Zobek off of turn number 4. Your winner, the 5S of Zobek. Battling goes on, and the winner of that battle between Dustin Anderson and Sadoff. Sadoff gets 2nd, and Dustin Anderson gets 3rd. 4th will go to Terry Hurt, and rounding out the top 5 is Mike Densberger. Eagle Raceway, are you kidding me? What a run by the 5S of Bob Zobek. Wow. I'm losing my voice up here, Dan. Jeez. Woo, what a run. I cannot believe what we just saw.
Oh, we got to bust out the old nickname, the Bullet, Bob Zobek, in astounding fashion. Wow. Druki had them on their feet earlier trying to pass some cars, but you had the entire place on edge as you made the final lap pass, showing them that the old guy can still get it done.
Yeah, I had no idea that was for the lead. I didn't know where I was at. I was just driving.
Sometimes that's all that it takes. He didn't even know he won until after he won. Man, I know you've got a good group of guys and gals behind you. Give them some thanks.
Roger Klein and Gary West, I'd like to thank them. That's some pit guys. Kramer Storall, Comature Roofing, City Slickers Bar in Dorchester, Brockwell Farms, Schweitzer Farms. I don't know, Baker Boys shocks, suspension. They had come on last year with me and really helped out. So I'd like to thank Ben and Corey for that.
All right, Eagle Raceway, make some noise for him. The Bullet, Bob Zobek, picking up your Nebraska Lottery IMCA Modified feature win.